Okay, let's look at pairs of angles. There's a couple of pairs of angles, and this is going to come in when we want to use logic to sort of move from one part of a proof to another part of a proof. So just a couple of quick ones. If two angles are next to each other, like angle 1 and angle 2 here, we call those adjacent angles. A special kind of adjacent angles, pictured here, are called a linear pair. They're a linear pair because angle 1 and angle 2 make up this straight angle here, this line. So they're a linear pair. Two I think you've heard of before are what we call complementary. And we know these are complementary because this one is 37 degrees, this one is 53 degrees. So together they make a right angle, or 90 degrees, thus they are complementary. Likewise, we could have an angle that's 127 degrees. We'll call this angle 1, this angle 2, and this angle 3. In this case, angle 1 and angle 3 make 164 degrees, whereas angle 2 and angle 3 make 180 degrees, and thus they're supplementary. So these two are complementary, and these two are supplementary. Notice too that complementary, supplementary angles, they don't have to be linear pairs, they don't have to be next to each other or anything like that. They can be separate as long as their degrees either add up to 90 for complementary or 180 for supplementary. We also have something called vertical angles, which look like this. Vertical angles always exist where we have these two straight lines crossing each other. We call these vertical angles. And what's important to know about vertical angles is the ones that are across from each other, in this case 1 and 2, they're congruent. Likewise, 3 and 4 are congruent. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, and angle 3 is congruent to angle 4, which comes in useful for proofs as well. You'll see a lot of vertical angle things, so having vertical angles down is really important. And those are our pairs of angles.